Hello, this is Cypress Golden Bronze, and yes, I'm here to talk to you today because I got something real special to tell you. I know that Trump was here yesterday. No, I never show up where there's that many police. I really don't trust police at all. They have done some real evil things. And one man killed an unarmed man and doing 4 years. I want people to really look at and it's really bad now, but I think everything is coming to a head that need to come to a head. There were a lot of things. Everything's transparent now. Everything, people saw you, the police, innocently kill someone. They actually saw it, and just think of how many people they did that way that you didn't see. So black on black crime is not the largest number. Don't listen to those numbers in media. They're incorrect. Common sense will tell you, because that police brutality is real old. It's old, it goes back centuries. Because they're infiltrated by the Ku Klux Klan. Not a journalist, not a media has never brought it up. They've never done it, but it is. I'm telling you, on this small town time video thing I do, which are blogs. It's like a writer. I write all day long. I'm a writing theme, and I didn't even know that I was like that until I did it in school. So the school brought that to me. Otherwise, that school lacked diversity so much that I don't even go on the campus anymore. I have no respect. I did projects, and they had one little white girl that called herself a director, talked about me so bad. I've heard some things, and that woman doesn't even know me. But they're very racist in California, you know. And at 56, I really am not looking to please anybody. You know, I'll look at you and keep on going and do my thing, and whether it makes money, whether it's popular, whether I get all the likes. I have my likes. I went into the settings and disabled them, so therefore you can't really see how many likes I have. Last Saturday, my experience was I live on Hollywood Boulevard in Western, and there's a metro station that I utilize a lot. It's a train station, and this young, he is young, I think. He doesn't mess with anybody. He's homeless. He's mentally ill. It's very plain to see that he's mentally ill as well. And he's sleeping. He'll sleep on the bus. He has a suitcase with him all the time. I got on the train to go to 7th and Metro. I got on the train in Hollywood and Western. I'm very close to the train station. And I got off the train, and he was on there. And I didn't sit by him, because sometimes the smell, that's the only thing that really gets me. But I don't ever think that I'm bigger than nothing, because honey, I've been there. And I went upstairs. There's a Bank of America bank, just to withdraw some money. And I came back down. 10 police were surrounding this guy and shooting him with, there was something in their hands. And somebody said that they're tasing him. 10. That's what I said. And I said, wait a minute, move. And the police pushed me back and told me to move. And I pushed him right back. I sure did. If you shoot that man, you must shoot me. I cannot see any of this nonsense. I don't want to see it. I just cannot. My person can't tolerate that. I don't know how black people were in the offices of law, attorney of law, holder, and I don't know how they could be in offices and have power, and they can be obstructed. That's the game, obstruction. But when no one stops you from speaking, That's just like me. I have nothing. I'm not a real rich person or anything like that, but I can speak. And it doesn't cost a dime. And that's what your president did not do. He did his little goodbyes. And yesterday, and I turned off every last one of them, so I actually did not see it. But I told them they had to shoot me. I told getting back to the police. Now what they did was something that I don't know, people pay attention when you run into instances like this, and you will, because this is a racist group. It's a very highly racist that's been existing for a long time. So there's a lot of dead bodies that we don't know anything about. They beat black on black crime by the mounds. So for you blacks that are always, you know what, and I'm going to tell you something about those black people that are always talking about black on black crime. Every time, they don't want to talk about police brutality. They want to talk about black on black crime. But I want to tell all you black people that are doing that, these children are in gangs and our community is at the standing it is, black communities, because of you. We are the ones, black on black crime. Police brutality is something they've been doing to us for a long time, killing us, murdering our boys and our young kids. If you go back, if they haven't wiped that out of history, go back and see what the age of some of these children were that were hanging from trees. And it was one, they hung the whole town. They had black people hanging off of, not black, the images hanging in their town, the black people. I don't know whether they were celebrating or whatever, but it is definitely should be number one concern. And I also want to say this, that I was glad to see that all the people that stood around, besides myself, were black, Hispanic, and white. There are white people that are tired of it. There are white people that are, that's disgusting. You know, it's disgusting. But the reaction of a majority of the people at 7th and Metro that day was to move in on the police. I told them to shoot me. Just shoot me. I can't watch this. I couldn't go home with that image in my head. I just shoot me. Because I'm tired of it. And I don't play. I'm not playing when I speak out. And some of the things that I say. I don't have anybody I'm trying to impress. Likes are disabled on my Facebook, so you'll never see how many people like me. Comments I disable because I just speak. That's the purpose of just putting it out there. My next thing I want to talk about is Adele, that singer Adele. I'm so tired of that fat, no singing woman. It just pisses me off, and I'm going to tell you why. I didn't make it. I sang for a long time. And one thing that I saw out there is that if you sound white as a black person, you get further. That you put the white sound in. It really sold Whitney Houston, because Whitney she did everything, but she created a sound. That's what she did. That's what we do. But that Adele, that fat, as they even compared that girl to Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. And I'd like to tell you, if you ever see this video, or any of the young people, black people, you know, the white kids are gonna like it, but the black kids, I am really shocked. They're messed up here in California. It's like I really do and wish I could go to Atlanta, Georgia. Because these non-loving black people, I've never seen black people like this before. They don't like themselves at all. And they wouldn't lift a finger to defend themselves. And these kids, I asked a little boy what radio station can I listen to that doesn't play her? I want to listen to an African American station because I have a radio here that plays low when I am thinking, when I'm writing and stuff. I use that, and I am so sick of her and those little white boys that are trying to sound black like the little black boys, and the whole station. There's a spot. There's somebody in that station playing that crappy music. So I asked that little black boy. In the same breath, I asked him about Prince, and he didn't even know who Prince was. These kids are out here doing electronic music, which means they're not playing an instrument. If you ask them to play an instrument, they don't know. If you like in jazz, you mimic instruments. Boom. They don't do that here. They go in the studio, tape themselves over electronic music, and anybody can do that. A dog can do that. You can take the dog and the dog go woof, and you can take that sound right there, and you can take that sound and make it whatever you want. Echoes, boop, 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 whatever. Whatever. They're amazing me. And look at Love and Hip Hop. All them niggas got money for being in a studio. Who would listen to that? That's not music. So I really accepted the fact that these kids are just behind. They're behind in their history. They're behind in their music. And that was the biggest thing for me as a singer, is to know the singers that came before me. Billie Holiday, all of the Betsy Smith, all of the African American performers. We wanted to be like them, and we wanted to take from them and then create. California don't have that. Let me say this to a lot of people that you look at California, you think of Hollywood. Most of the people that have talent in California are not from here. California is not the talented spot. They use whoever they can, to make money. That's all. They sound horrible. Anything recorded at Capitol Records that's been screwing every entertainer that you can possibly find that hit black, that hit Capitol Records. Why would you make a big deal out of that? I see it every day. And I've never gone in, I've never wanted to go in, and there are still people recording there and doing things, But they should get a bad rap to me. They caused a lot of people to fall and a lot of money. Sad, California. I don't know, I wish my destiny led me to Atlanta, because my destiny led me here to California. So that was the only stories that I had, Adele. I have not listened to any Obama thing. I'm so glad he's leaving. I'm one of the people, I did blogs. I did 330 blogs just on him alone. I had to write about it because there was nothing I could do. And there's people saying, well, he's mixed. That's why he don't know. Shit, that man, do you know my grandmother? If I had her picture, I have a cousin that took all my pictures in Santa Clarita. He's evil. That's why. But he took all of my pictures that I would show you my grandmother. She was like real light with blue eyes. On that side, on my father's side, she looked white. So when she took me shopping, I knew that I was different from her. And people would even ask her, some white people are rude, would ask her, is that your granddaughter? Oh, she's so cute. That does not stop you from not knowing who black. When that president went with his white grandmother to the store, he was black. When he first went outside to play, he was black. When he went to school, baby, he was black. He knew more about being black than anyone, because you can't be in this world and not know you're black. The world will let you know that. So that was something to protect him. And there was some other thing, black on black. People jump from police brutality to black on black, and they make that as a first duty when we really need to crack down on the law, justice, and that's not happening. Not with black people like that. You can't go nowhere with people like that. Where can you go? It would be nice in Haiti when the French came over to take over Haiti, and they all died. They just dropped dead. And a lot of black people that helped support them and help them dropped dead too. So I'm just saying, that's what my wish would be. Not only to get rid of some of the bad white people that have done some horrible things to people in this world, but I would love to get rid of some of these black folks, like Obama or Holder. And then they stand tall. You see, power. The thing about him is that he had power. So all he had to do was speak and say, and his attitude. And I have the recording about time that shows each one I'm talking about. I did a video of it. His body language, his attitude, and his voice, and the things he said to black people in a very hard time. Children dying, Trayvon Martin. It was like he said, well, I know you ain't gonna like it, but it's the law. You accepted that, black people. And you shouldn't ask questions. And we should have listened to what he did as a senator in Chicago. That was the real, because I was in Chicago. He did nothing. It was hard. And one of my friends she was my friend at the time, was on the gun committee. So I happen to know that he did nothing. And if I had looked back and looked into that, maybe I would not have made the mistake and voted for him. So this is the only thing I have to say to Obama. Hurry up. Get out. Let somebody else, some fool, whoever they pick, because I'm not participating. I'm disrespecting Selma, okay? Because I'm not seeing it. And I'm just seeing a whole lot of stupid stuff now. And whatever they're going to do with this country, they're going to do it. It's not my country, really. I didn't belong here. My family, my ancestors did not belong. Let them raise their cotton and pick it themselves. But they didn't, and made a lot of money. These rich people on these hills made a lot of money on my ancestors' back. So I really would never fight for you. And hopefully none of the children that come from my blood ever fight for the United States of America. Okay. Hurry up, Obama. I am so sorry that it did not work out, because I really wanted a black president too. I really did. And on the last day, black people are going to go crazy. Because it's at that point, I've been preaching this over and over and over again. But it's going to be on that day you're going to say, but wait, hold up, but he didn't do nothing for us. Have a good day. Not a damn thing. Hurry up, Obama, and get out.